I think legacy involves the ego, and the ego is very, very dangerous when you start tapping into that, you know. Legacy. Listen, I've made some films, some of which I'm proud of. I guess that's a sort of an artistic legacy. Certainly Schindler's List, Michael Collins. You know, there's a couple of others. Run All Night, maybe, hopefully. I agree. I think motherhood's very, very hard. Very, very, very difficult. With incredible responsibility, obviously. But my guy's made a decision early on that he did not want his son tainted with this awful profession that this guy does, which is killing people, essentially, you know. And so it in itself is an act of love to divorce himself from that potential relationship, you know. I think so, yeah, a couple of years should be fine, you know. Then it gets a bit silly, you know, you get too old. I don't want to be some old action star that's dyed his hair black to look younger, and I don't want to do that, you know. Well, I think he's given his profession that he is capable of a very, very hard exterior, but he's, you know, he's vulnerable. He's very sensitive, I think, and I think he's in trouble keeping those two things in a kind of a harmony, you know. Certainly he and Ed's character, you know, they served together in the Vietnam War. The movie doesn't go into that, but it's hinted at, you know. And anybody experiencing coming back from a war situation or changed forever, you know, because not many people in society can relate to that, you know. I tried to kind of use that in a way, you know. I read quite a lot about Vietnam vets and stuff, and to help inform my thinking of this character, you know. Well, one of my eldest boy was baptized there, and just outside Rome. Just driving into Cinecittà every morning, we were doing Gangs of New York, was an absolute thrill. Just going in the gates of that famous studio, and you know, thinking of Fellini and all the great movies that were made there, that was always a buzz every morning. The food, of course, isn't bad in Rome. It's a joy to be there. It was a real joy. And I made another picture in Cinecittà, Third Person it was called, 2 years ago. So it's lovely to be back. It's looking a little bit old. And the Gangs of New York sets are still standing just about, you know. But I look forward to going back. I'd love to go back, yeah. It's a great city.
We're waiting for you.
Grazie mille.